At the end of the last episode, you saw the very first piece being cut. Well, now you're seeing the very last piece being cut. This is piece number 29. Now, if I was to include the 2 nuts, 2 bolts, and 2 washers that are needed, there'd be a total of 35 pieces. So you may as well say this pressure pot stand is going to be made up out of 35 separate pieces. Hard to believe. Now, just in case you're wondering what all these little pieces were for, well, if you watched the shop stool series, you may recall that I weld them on the open ends and then round it over with the flap grinder later, just to make it nice and smooth. Gets rid of all these sharp edges. Makes it a little safer to handle. Now every single piece, except this one and this one, need a cap on both ends. So I guess that's what I should do first and get that over with. Be a lot easier to round over the corners of each piece before I get everything welded together. So yeah, let's get on with it. Those are just really strong reading glasses that I got from the dollar store. They help me move in close. I can see the puddle a lot better. I actually went right off the joint one time. I'm sure glad it's summertime because now I can have my ventilation system running. So here we go with cap number 1. And being as I'm not sure of having the arc show up on the sensor of my camera is going to actually damage it. After all, if the sun was in the field of view, that wouldn't damage it, and that's pretty bright too, but could be that this is brighter. I don't want to take a chance. The sensor in this camera is not cheap. I'm just tacking those on. They don't have to be welded all the way around. I think I mentioned in the chair series that the dried paint would probably hold them on. Well, maybe not quite, but you know what I mean. That was cap number 1. This is cap number 18. I realized that I could probably get another little project out of that flap disc, but it's getting pretty worn down, so I'll just change it, being as I've got a brand new one, and I'll keep the old one as a spare. Now I realized when I showed this scene in the shop stool, I actually sped it up quite a bit. And it sort of doesn't give a good idea of how long it actually takes to do this. So this is being shown in real time. And yeah, now I guess there's just 17 more ends to go. All 18 caps are done now. I won't be cutting myself on those. And I think that's about it for today. So tomorrow we'll weld those pieces together and possibly paint. Thanks for watching.